Do you feel like you're not getting noticed despite hitting the gym, getting a haircut, and buying new clothes? Frustrated that your efforts to enhance your attractiveness are falling flat? Today we're going to be looking at 4 universally attractive traits you can work on, and they have nothing to do with altering your appearance. Number 1 is to develop stable confidence. A lot of generic self-help advice will tell you that if you want to be more attractive, you need to have confidence. It's true that confidence is an attractive personality trait. But the problem with this advice is the fact that you can't just will yourself to have more confidence. If you're trying to act confident, but you're actually insecure, your behavior will come off as disingenuous, and people will be able to quickly pick up on it. Self-confidence is the internal beliefs that you have about yourself and your abilities. If you want to improve your confidence, you need to improve the way you look at yourself. For example, if you think you're boring and unlikable, you can't display a high degree of confidence. You need to change your beliefs about yourself first. And the best way to do that is to try to act like the person you wish to become. It's easier to act your way into a new way of thinking than think your way into a new way of acting. Number 2 is to show interest in other people. The quickest and easiest way to appear more attractive is to show interest in other people. You can do this by simply asking people questions. Take genuine interest in what they have to say. People love to talk about themselves the most, and everybody loves to talk about stuff they care about or are interested in, but they often don't get a chance to do so. For example, someone might have a weird niche hobby that they are really passionate about, but never talk about because they think it's boring or it doesn't really interest anyone else. If you show a genuine interest in it, you'll win them over immediately. Even if you don't know anything about a certain topic, show interest in learning about it. Better yet, ask them what it is about it that makes it interesting for them. For example, you may not be much of a sports fan, but you may like hanging out with your friends. You can relate to the camaraderie of a group by people trying to achieve a common goal. You get the picture. Even though you may not be interested in something the other person cares about, there's bound to be some overlap in interests if you dig a bit deeper. The goal is to go past the superficial and find common values you share with people. It's about moving beyond surface-level topics to form meaningful connections. And these connections aren't just fulfilling socially. They can open doors to life-changing opportunities, both personally and even sometimes financially. You could consider the world of art collecting as an example. Many of the most prestigious collections aren't owned by art critics, which is what you'd typically think. Instead, they belong to individuals from diverse backgrounds who seized an opportunity presented to them, despite their lack of expertise in the art world, leading them to connect with others who share profound similar interests. And now you have a similar chance to make a smart investment move with our longtime sponsor, Masterworks. Masterworks offers you an opportunity to invest in shares of million-dollar artworks by icons like Picasso and Banksy, all from the comfort of your home. No need for art market connections, knowledge, or an auction house membership. They've handled it all for you. Their one-of-a-kind database of auction history reveals artworks with significant potential for appreciation. They buy it up front and split the profits with their investors. They've done it 20 times and counting, with each exit turning a profit for investors. Over 888,000 people are on board. And with certain high-profile artists, shares have sold out within minutes. But our subscribers can get priority access today using the link in the description box below. Thanks Masterworks for sponsoring today's video. Now, this brings us to the third way to develop your attractiveness, and that is to work on your competence. Competence means having skills or expertise in a certain field, and it's a universally attractive trait. When you think about famous athletes, musicians, or businessmen, they all have one thing in common. They all achieved mastery in their respective fields. Now, this doesn't mean you need to be the very best in the world to be attractive. Being very good at something is the best way to build confidence, which is another attractive trait. But it doesn't matter what you do, but it matters how you do it. So why is competence universally attractive? It's because it's indicative of a number of other positive qualities people appreciate. If you get really good at something, it shows passion, dedication, and ambition. It shows you are willing to invest a lot of time and effort into something you care about. If you also happen to be good at something other people need or want, all the better. The best way to get status or recognition is to be of service to other people. There's a reason certain professions like doctors and firefighters are universally appreciated. Not only do they require a great deal of dedication, but they're also of service to other people. Now, this doesn't mean you need to jump into burning buildings to improve your attractiveness. It doesn't matter what you do, but how you do it. Whatever you do it the best way you can, and take pride in it. And the final tip is to be generous. In the classic hero's tale, the hero slays the dragon, finds the gold, and gives it back to the poor village. This last part is crucial. The true hallmark of success is how much you give back to the community. Everybody wants to be more successful, to have more money, status, and recognition. But the point of achieving success is not about being able to indulge in your desires at all times. The point of success is to be able to give back more than you received. If you want to be more attractive, stop thinking about receiving and think about giving. What is it that you have to offer that might be of value to other people? Generosity is universally attractive because it shows kindness, empathy, and abundance. Generosity doesn't have to be about money. Think about giving your time and attention instead. Consider doing some volunteer work for the causes you care about. Spend time with people who could use some company. There's a lot more to being attractive than just physical looks. While your appearance is important, it's your character and personality that ultimately attract or repel the people in your life. Being attractive is not influenced by the way you dress, but by the way you treat people around you. For more tips on having great conversations, I highly recommend you watch these videos you can see on screen now. Besides that, guys, stay tuned.